Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another ship review. This one has been a long time coming. You guys have been asking, where the frick is this Z-42 review? And guys, here it is. Today we're going to be reviewing the Tier 10 German premium destroyer Z-42, or Zerstörer 42 in German. So German viewers, please correct me if I was off there. So for this ship, let's take a look at its stats. It is a German DD that is a little bit longer than the Z-42. I'm mostly going to focus on the guns here, because this is pretty much a German Harugumo. You get 5 times 2 of these 105mm that reload in under 4 seconds, with just shy of 10km range. Now, as this is a German boat, obviously you won't want to be shooting the HE, you want to be shooting the AP. You get 2x4, so 8 German torpedoes, and they go just under 9 kilometers, 8.5 to be precise. And all of that is pretty standard, but this, trust me guys, is a gunboat like most German destroyers are. For the elite bonus, we have elite gun operator. You do not want to take the torpedo buff, obviously, as this is a gunboat. And for the details here, it is going to get some pretty nice skills. You get engine boost, 4 of those. You get 2 sonar 2. And then you get 5, I forget what it's called, short burst smoke generator. Now this is just like on the Druid, and these are very short smokes that don't do many puffs, but you can use them all the time, and they're honestly so much fun to use. For the equipment, we're running reload, propulsion, and detection. Very standard build here for my DDs. Doesn't matter if it's a torp or gunboat DD, but yeah, it's definitely the setup I like to use. So for the commander here, we are using Karl von Müller, and as you can see here, I have the Kraken skill, the unstoppable skill. If you get a Kraken medal, you recover 33% of your maximum HP, and you get a minus 25% reload reduction and a torpedo reload reduction. Now, I would never use this skill on a normal ship. I don't think I've ever featured this skill on any of my videos, but for this ship, it's just kind of fun, and for the meme I tried to get it. Now unfortunately I did not get the Kraken in these videos. I didn't ever get a Kraken. Realistically, getting a Kraken and then actually using the skill it's dumb, so I don't recommend you take the unstoppable skill, but for this ship I just really felt like it. And here we have the Sea Raider, which is Karl von Müller's special skill. If you get a kill, you get a 0.2 second off your reload, and this effect can happen 5 times in the game. So you can get 1 full second off plus a 25% reduction to your reload. Now if you don't have him, obviously you should take Giant Hunter. So that's it for this build. Let's get into these 2 games I have for you. I have one game that you're going to be seeing right now, and then I have a push with Red Gaming Dino, where we just barrel down the flank. So as you guys saw, we are playing in this game with Stormeel and Hiromi. I put their channels in the description, so if you guys want to check out their gameplay and videos, please be nice and do so. The more we subscribe and help each other on this channel, the more the game grows, so please do me that favor and check them out. But anyways, we are playing a game here with 2 bots, and this is actually one of my first games in the Z-42. Hiromi is playing the Sevastopol, so this is back when the Sevastopol just came out, and he was, you know, doing some limit testing here with the ship, and it's actually been a while since I've seen this clip. I just stored it in my files and have not really gone back to it since. But let me just put a few words out on this ship. I think this is an absolutely blast to play. You know guys, I love the Harugumo. It's actually my favorite DD in the whole game, and this thing is pretty much just a German Harugumo. You get a pretty decent set of torpedoes. They're German. They are very standard German torpedoes. I haven't checked and compared to the Z-42, but I'm guessing it's almost the same. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but they definitely feel very German torpedo-esque. We immediately start off shooting at this Smolensk, and these 10 105mm guns, they do a considerable amount of damage to lightly armored targets. As you saw, we got a Citadel right off the bat. And we already started off with a almost 6k damage start. For this ship right here, it's kind of difficult to figure out what should you fire. You saw that this ship only has a 2% fire chance, which is kind of the same ballpark as Druid, where it has some god-awful HE, but it has some really good AP. And versus a Lepanto like this, you're going to be doing just fine, especially into his deck, and if you can manage to hit the bow or stern, you're gonna do very, very consistent damage. But if you're facing something like a GK, Mecklenburg, Kremlin, anything that has a lot of armor, you're gonna be either gonna have to be very precise with your guns, so either hitting bow or stern consistently, or you're just gonna have to shoot the HE. Now the good thing about the HE is it's still high explosive, it's still gonna be consistent alpha damage, but you're just not gonna rely on it for damage against battleships. You would mostly be wanting to use your AP still, and ideally you just shouldn't really be going for battleships, especially in the early part of the game like we're seeing right here. We're going for the DDs, we're going for the Smolensk, and lightly armored targets in general. Now this awesome little short burst smoke, as you can see, has a very, very short cooldown. I mean, we've just used it and it is almost ready again. Now the thing to remember when you're using the short burst smoke, that it's not a fuel smoke, so you don't want to keep moving when you're using it. You want to stop and get in position, try to angle your ship so you're not completely broadside, because it's not a big smoke, so it's not very hard for the enemy to know where are you gonna be in your little safety smoke. But it's definitely still very, very useful and helpful. In that regards, it is not like Harugumo, whereas Harugumo smokes up, makes a good big wide area where you can, you know, maneuver around and use its 10 guns like we see here. Harugumo has 100mm, this one has 105s. And this guy, Gotcha, I am pretty sure we're gonna get him, so I guess Gotcha, but he's kinda stuck here in this really bad position, and the hitbox of this island is just kind of denying us damage, but we're still just gonna, you know, maneuver into position. That's where the speed boost really is nice to have. And of course you still have that awesome German Hydro, which you would kind of expect on a German DD at this tier. But yeah, I mean, you see the absolute devastation this thing can pull. We're almost at 50k already, and we've only shot at a Smolensk and some DDs. Oh, well, we also shot at that Lepanto. Okay, I guess we've done a little bit more than that. But here we get into a funny situation with the Östergötland, and I smoke up and I don't even push out. He fires his torpedoes and we are good to go. So now we can just push out and, you know, barrel down these ships. But if you see, we are at 2 kills right now, and that means we've shaved off 0.4 seconds. Now it's 0.6 seconds with a double strike off our reload. So if you remember, the reload was 3.8 seconds. Now it is 3.27 seconds. That is a considerable increase when your reload is this low. And you can see why I'm taking the unstoppable skill. I mean, there is a good reason, because if you get a Kraken with this, I'm not very good at math in my head, but if we just think about it, it's let's say 5 kills with Müller, that is 1 second off the reload. So that's 2.87 minus 25. I mean, that's like almost a 2-second reload with this thing, which is pretty insane. And that's why I really took this commander. Now, I don't even have this commander on my main account, so obviously you're probably not going to do this if you have this Z-42. But if you do have Müller, I would definitely suggest you pick this commander for this ship. He also goes great on Z-46, but it's just like the Z-42 is the ultimate German Dakka DD, and we don't have many of those, but boy do I want this ship. I could just say right now, I'm gonna mega whale this and spend a ton of money to get this boat whenever it comes out again. So Wargaming, please put it in a bundle. That'd be nice for all of us. Realistically, I know that's not gonna happen, but oh well, one can hope. You see me using the HE here, and that is simply because it's a Montana, and he's like pretty far away for a 105mm, so I'd rather just get the consistent damage, and he is in fact on a damage con, or he's used his damage con. So any fires we get are permanent, like this one we just got here. So you can see that this is definitely a boat that fits my style and what I like in this game. And when I saw that they announced this on Blitz, I was very, very excited. So I'm a little bit bummed out I wasn't home to play this when it came out and make a video for you guys. But this is the first game, 4 kills, 108k damage, and a pretty nice example of what this thing can do. So this next clip I have lined up for you guys it's pretty much this ship on steroids, and we're gonna see what a Z-42 and a Druid can do together when they just push the flank. Okay, so this next game here is the push I was talking about, and I forgot to hit record, well, in the beginning. Luckily, I remembered to do it, and we immediately start off, me and Red Gaming Dino are on the flank here with Druid, and we are just absolutely demolishing this Fletcher who, well, he got stuck between a rock and a hard place. And now we see this Dimitri Donskoy, and normally you should be very respectful of a Dimitri Donskoy, but me and this Druid, I mean the Z-42 and the Druid, are actually quite the threat against any cruiser who is not very well armored. So a Dimitri Donskoy it should be very, very careful what he does here. Now the problem is, he is kind of stuck in a reverse position, bow in, kind of trying to dodge, bob and weave, and you can just see how much consistent damage we can do to this guy. It is an absolute menace with this German AP. And if you think to the Z-42 that obviously has a higher caliber than this, it doesn't have the faster reload than this, you know, compared to the Z-42, and it doesn't have 10 guns. It is insane when you fight light cruisers, and you could argue with Dimitri Donskoy's, you know, armor that it is armored like a light cruiser. Now we're gonna go up against the Kremlin, and this guy, he was a cheeky one. He already had HE loaded. Now I'm very happy that I kind of was predicting him to shoot at me. I didn't predict he had HE for sure, but we definitely dodged the salvo, which definitely saved us some HP. And you're gonna see me use HE here. That's simply because it's a Kremlin and these are 105s, so I'm realistically not gonna pen hit this guy a lot. So we smoke up with our short burst smoke. You can see it lasts for 15 seconds, which is actually quite good when they are only on a 35-second cooldown, I think it is. We have our torpedoes out that have these 8.4 kilometers of range, and you can see they're still torpedoes. They still hurt. It is a destroyer at you know, it's hard. And with me and Red both smoking up in our DDs here, this Kremlin stands no chance, and he is going to be going down right here. And remember, we are running Karl von Müller, so that is 0.4 seconds off our reload because we got 2 kills. So now we got this Shimmer, and well, this Shimmer, he very quickly learns that there's no reason to be sailing full broadside, and we activate Hydro so his torpedoes don't stand a chance. Now there's a bot CV, who doesn't like shooting bot CVs, but we're just going to use our torps so we can focus on this Shimmer instead. He's obviously going to be trying to get away, and I can tell you right now, we were pretty hyped up in the Discord call right about now. Just, you know, saying, get over here, Shimmer, get over here, you little bugger. Because, I mean, who doesn't like shooting Shimmers? We get some torps off on the SX here, and we are just hitting 120k there. Now, obviously, most of that damage was farmed on a bot CV, but this is just kind of to show you guys how cracked this ship can be under the right circumstances. Against a Kleber, against a Rigolo, I don't think Z-42 really stands a chance. Now, the reason I don't really know for certain is because I haven't taken those fights. I just don't think that that's a fight the Z-42 is going to be winning. Obviously, if Kleber does not have its rapid reload, I think you actually stand a very good chance. Now, against the Rigolo, sap is just sap, and it hurts no matter what. But against any other DD, man, well, any other, maybe Khabarovsk stand a chance. You know what I'm talking about. Gunboat DDs who are good in gunfights against other destroyers. That's their main role. Obviously, you're going to have a challenge there, but you have your short burst smoke, you have your sonar, you have your speed boost. You're very, very well equipped to fight other DDs, and that's what this thing wants. If you go into a 5DD game and you see Fletchers, Hurugumos, Shimakazes, you're going to have a fun time, I tell you. That's also one of the reasons I picked the Unstoppable skill, is because I was hoping to get a 5DD game. Now, unfortunately, matchmaking does what matchmaking wants, and we never got that. That's also one of the main reasons I haven't uploaded a video on this ship yet, is simply because I was just trying to get a really good gameplay for you guys. But this is what I have for you, and obviously I'm gonna keep playing this. And if I get it on my main account, you better believe you're gonna get a montage with some epic gameplay. Yeah, there was a folder right there with my stuff I alt tabbed. But yeah, that was that little quick push there. I hope you enjoyed that, because I definitely did. So that is my video and my thoughts on the Z-42. All in all, this is definitely a must get. This has become the top of my list on ships I'm going to try to get once they release in the shop, simply because it fits my style. It's down my lane. It's a gunboat DD. It's a Dakka ship, and you know I love those. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about the Z-42 if you have it, if you're gonna get it. Other than that, my name has been BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and I am signing out.